There is John Cornish, led the CFL in rushing last season. He's number 2 this year, but his quietest night came in week 2 against the Riders. Corey Sheets, number 2 last year, number 1 this year by a wide margin. 2 great backs, 2 great teams, head-to-head on Friday night.
Hello, Canada, and those of you watching on the NBC Sports Network in the U.S., it is the Stamps, it is the Riders, it's the Hatfields, it's the McCoys. It's Christmas in August, green and red in the stands, and the rivalry continues.
Well, some of the hottest performers in the CFL, Rod, take to the field this afternoon. Darian Durant, Corey Sheets leading that Saskatchewan Rough Rider offense. On the other side, Kevin Glenn at quarterback this week, John Cornish, Ray Williams, Juwan Simpson, 2 of the finest middle linebackers in the CFL. They don't get this thing started soon, let these teams line up against the other guys, they might just kill their own.
Larry Taylor gathers it in at his 10. Taylor up near the 30-yard line, and he's brought down there by Diamond Ferry. Kevin Glenn, 3rd start of the season as the quarterback carousel continues.
Yeah, Drew Tate suffered a setback with that arm this week. Kevin Glenn gets the start, 8 touchdowns, 1 interception against
2-yard line. Glenn with John Cornish in the backfield. Will go to the air right away. An out pattern, and it's knocked down on the corner. Nice play there by Terrell Mays, back in the Saskatchewan lineup as we take a look at the defensive starters to watch. Starters to watch brought to you by Napa Auto Parts.
We'll talk about him in the pregame. He'll be very active here.
2nd and 10. Here come the Riders. Glenn going downfield, and an overthrow, and a very quick 2 and out for the Stampeders. A month ago in Regina, Drew Tate started for Calgary. They went down the field and scored immediately. The Stampeders had a 14-3 lead. He's back at his 30-yard line. Rob Maver, all-star punter in the Canadian Football League, with the wind. The wind blowing right to left on your screen from the south. Bursting it outside. And a penalty flag. Jock Sanders on the return. And a penalty flag right away. These are the 2 least penalized teams in the CFL. Penalty against Hamilton. Drew Willie starting. Durant has been impressive this season. Quickly to Corey Sheets. He is gobbled up at the line of scrimmage by a wall of red. On the Stampeders in their last meeting, their first meeting of the season. 133 yards, carries it a lot. 2nd and 10, Durant throws, 4-man rush. Out of the backfield comes number 1, and he's dragged down. Ball is fumbled. Stampeders say they have it. Brandon Smith on the tackle. Now, was he out of bounds? Was the ball out of bounds? Or was this just a tackle?
Well, the strip occurs, but unless the Calgary Stampeders are able to contact the ball again before it goes out.
Whoa, it looks close. That could be Calgary football.
And we'll watch the feet of Brandon Smith this time to see if he hits the sideline before that ball goes off his rear end.
It goes off his rear end, and did Sheets touch it? It didn't look like it.
Oh, Calgary's not going to throw a review flag.
There is a challenge flag now.
Got it down just in time.
And that motion might have hurt the Saskatchewan Roughriders as they were preparing to punt. John Hufnagel throws the challenge flag, and there's a very good chance.
Calgary was the last to touch the ball going out of bounds. The call is overturned. First down, Calgary.
Stampeder football when we come back. First turnover of the game, fumble, and might this be John Cornish time? A score on almost every occasion. Wildcat Cornish, he'll score, touchdown! Just like that. And just like a month ago, the Stampeders strike first.
Stampeders catch a great break as the Rough Riders commit that first offensive turnover of the year. Nice use of the formation here. Larry Taylor provides a little bit of a key breaker being in that backfield on the offside. O-line did a great job getting out in front of Cornish, paving the way to the end zone. Well, with all due respect to the BC Lions and Toronto Argonauts, these have been the two best teams in the Canadian Football League thus far.
Once again, Jock Sanders. And these two teams have also been the best teams on special team coverage. You saw that right there, Carl McCartney.
It's a game as well.
On pace to break Mike Pringle's all-time record of 2065. Lots of football to come, though, and I'll tell you what, Justin Phillips and the Calgary Stampeders have a bullseye tonight on number 1. Now, Durant changes his play. 4 receivers to his right, sends them out, 3-man rush, finds Rob Bagg, but that ball was severely underthrown. Not a good start for Saskatchewan's vaunted offense so far here tonight. Ricky Schmidt, like Rob Maver, averages about 44 yards a punt. Right on average there. Taylor on the far sideline against the Saskatchewan bench. Out of bounds quickly.
After a couple of days of throwing, the encouraging part for Drew Tate is the fact that the Stamps had a plan in place in case this very thing happened. What Drew Tate did have was a PRP injection, a platelet-rich plasma injection, which is meant to speed up the healing process in the injured area.
Do that.
Another Texas quarterback, Bo Levi Mitchell, short yardage play on 2nd down. He's going to throw the hitch. And they're saying that that ball was dead. Incomplete pass. It was thrown forward as he was looking for Maurice Price. They did have a play to kill. You're likely going to see Bo Levi Mitchell stay out here for 3rd down, but normally Bo Levi Mitchell will plunge or lunge forward.
Well,
now 3rd down. Can Saskatchewan stuff the Stamps? And maybe they will. Forward progression, though, from Bo Levi Mitchell. He had to get to the 50. Looks like he accomplished that. Bo Levi Mitchell coming off his breakthrough night a couple of weeks ago in Winnipeg. An outstanding debut as a starter, but he is 3rd in the pecking order here behind territory. Glenn signals some motion. Now will pitch. Again to Cornish with a couple of blocks. John Cornish squirms forward near the 40-yard line. The spot is near the 41. It looks like he's going to be about a yard shy here of another 1st down. Again, they call on Bo Levi Mitchell. Almost had the ball stripped. There is a penalty flag. It came back near the 30-yard line to ascertain. 1st and 10 from the 30. Again, a direct snap back to Cornish. Has the right side and more. So far, John Cornish winning this rushing derby tonight. Again, they've been money in the red zone. Cornish again, look out! Down near the 3-yard line, Tyrone Brackenridge saved 6.
And never really a number 2 rusher.
Is it his time again? Bo Levi Mitchell, hands to him, he scores again, touchdown! Two in a row for John Cornish. And again, the Stampeders jump out to an early lead.
Well, Stampeders got a lot of bodies up on the line of scrimmage, forcing the Riders to defend more gaps, flatten them out, taking away the second-level defenders.
Offensively, Atal at Mosaic. But a very similar scenario playing out just like a month ago when the Stampeders owned the game early on. This is Rene Paredes, and his point after is blocked.
It's a live ball.
It is a live ball. This could be 2 the other way. And rumbling down the sideline, Jermaine McIlvain, as we went to break, penalties on the play, moved the point after back, and Rene Paredes, who has been automatic in field goal position, has only had a field goal attempt blocked. This time a single point after blocked, a rarity. You don't see this too often.
Well, and you wonder if the penalty that led to this is going to come back and haunt them. It's Craig Butler coming right up the gut that gets the block on this.
No yards. Calgary number 96. By rule, convert's no good.
So Rene Paredes, even though he had that point after blocked, could continue his streak here tonight. More importantly for the Stamps, they have an early 13-0 lead. That's a big kick down to the corner. Jock Sanders cut back there. Pretty good return up near the 26-yard line. A 24-yard return for Jock Sanders. Durant, there's the rush. Charleston Hughes gives him a lick. First completion is to Weston Dressler. Dressler had 108 yards receiving in that last meeting. Play action. Here's the rush. Durant lets it fly, and the catch made by G. Roy Simon. G. Roy Simon now 176 straight games and counting with at least a catch. Missed the first 2 games for the Saskatchewan Roughriders, and Corey Sheets is going nowhere. Brought down by Fred Bennett. Former South Carolina Gamecock. Fred Bennett, big play in the backfield. Sheets has no positive yardage yet. Second down, 14 to go. Good protection this time. Durant in and out of the hands of Chris Getzlaff. And again, the kick team will come out for the Rough Riders. Including their last meeting. Big touchdown, second half. Larry Taylor might have some room here. Finds a seam and then is smothered after the 12-yard return. Guys in red leading in this opening quarter, as they did a month ago. For the Rough Riders staged a comeback. Kevin Glenn slant pattern looking for Brad Sinopoli, and Glenn just got hit, and an unnecessary roughness call coming here. Late hit on the quarterback. With that call, Kevin Glenn stays in, takes the lick, keeps ticking here. Now Glenn on the roll decides to take off with it, something he rarely does, and this time he is buried. And look who he runs into. 3 there, 2nd and 7. He'll go to the air again. Here comes the rush. Glenn now dancing. Looks for a receiver. It's John Cornish. Now open field. Cornish to the 40. And he slipped. Otherwise would have had a lot more. Big first down for the Stampeders. Ground in the air. Pound the ground again. A hurdle from Cornish. Head up with free safety Tyrone Brackenridge. Picked up half the first down yardage.
Last time the teams met.
2nd and 7. Glenn now looking over the top. Has got to go again. Kevin Glenn. Oh, he takes a wicked jolt from Brackenridge, and Kevin Glenn was lucky that he wasn't immediately in the crosshairs, or that could have been the last play of a Calgary Stampeder dominated first quarter. Cornish up the gut again. Wrapped up. Brought down by Keith Sholigan. That's it. A lot of emotion already. And the Calgary Stampeders, as they did a month ago, storm out to an early lead. Remember how it finished last time. Lots more to come here tonight from McMahon Stadium on Wendy's Friday Night Football.